Now we are going to start with the physical method of separation, that is the centrifugation, right. See, by the process of centrifugation we can separate the particles depending upon their densities. So have you ever noticed the centrifugation occurring at your at your house or somewhere your mother is using this technique to separate any component? Yes, we do see. So where we actually separate the cream from the milk in the mixers, right. You have mixers in the kitchen, right, you must have seen. So what happens when your mother just want to separate you can say the butter from the cream or something, what she do actually, she just put the mixture, she switch on the mixture. What happens, the mixture just rotate it at very high speed, and when you just open the jar, you get to see the butter and the skimmed milk separated from each other. So this is how, the same method I am just going to show you that how we do on a commercial scale. So this is the method which is used in separating the particles of the different densities. So here I have an example for you in which we will be separating the suspended particles from the solution based on the same principle. Look at the board carefully. See, we have this centrifugation machine, this is the manual one, right, and we have the mixture of muddy water, and we have a mixture the calcium hydroxide. So what we are doing, we have a test tube, we are just pouring the mixture of sand and water into it. As you can see, we just filling the test tube. Do not fill the test tube till the top, just keep few place left, right, and then we are just keeping in the plastic tubes which are already provided with the machines. And then in the other test tubes we are pouring the other calcium hydroxide mixture. As you can see, we are just pouring the calcium hydroxide. In the same way, do not fill till the top, just leave some space, otherwise it will fall, right. So what happens, put it in a plastic tubes again, and then just put it in a centrifugation machine, the holes which are provided to keep those test tubes. Then we'll just centrifuge it. How we have to move it manually, otherwise we have the electronic one also. See, when we do it manually, these just rotate at very high speed, right, but in the electronic one we get to see a very high speed. So in this, the speed is, they are rotating, but the speed is not too high, but still we'll get the same result. See, so when we'll just switch off, then we'll just take out the test tube and observe the noticeable change what we'll get to see. See, as you can see, this is a mixture of the muddy water which we took earlier. So earlier it appeared to be brown, the complete one was brown, but now we can see that the brown particles are just settled at the bottom. That means the suspended particles just settled down depending upon the densities. Likewise, this got separated, right, the white one also settles, you can say the particles which have the higher density get separated, they just settle at the bottom, and we are left with this thing. Now what is the principle actually? When we centrifuge it, that means when we rotate it with the high speed, the centrifugal force acts from the center, which just separate the particles depending upon the densities, right. So this is and you know, the amount of the particles which get separated depends upon the speed of the centrifugation machine. As I told you that it is too high in the case of electronic, but still it is not you can say it is enough when we do it with the manual one also. So this is how it gets separated. So whenever you want to see this, so what you have to do, we have the particles of different densities. So what happened, the particles with the lighter density are going to settle down, and at the upper portion we are left with the particles which have high density. You know, even the particles which are so light, even it can be separated by this method. So this is the commonly used method, that is the centrifugation used to separate the particles depending upon their densities.